Imagine you're 16 years old. You're sleeping peacefully in your village when suddenly you hear screaming outside. Roman soldiers have arrived. Your home is burned. Your father is killed. Your mother disappears in the chaos. You are captured, tied up, and forced to march for weeks. A few months later, you stand in a crowded slave market. People stare at you. They inspect your teeth, your muscles, your body. Then, someone buys you. From this moment on, you are no longer a person. You are property. And this was the reality for millions of people in ancient Rome.
Ancient Rome depended heavily on slavery. Historians estimate that at certain times, slaves may have made up a significant part of the population. Most slaves came from conquered territories. Every time Rome won a war, thousands of prisoners could be sold into slavery. Slave traders transported people across the empire and sold them in busy markets. Buyers looked for strong workers, skilled craftsmen, and educated servants. Families were often separated forever. A husband might be sold to one owner, his wife to another, his children to someone else entirely. Many never saw each other again. Okay, your new life now depends completely on your owner. If you're lucky, you work inside a wealthy home. You cook meals, clean rooms, carry messages. Some educated slaves even taught children. But most people weren't that lucky. Many were sent to farms where they worked from sunrise until sunset. Imagine spending every day planting crops under the hot Mediterranean sun. No weekends, no vacations, no freedom. And if your owner wasn't satisfied with your work, punishment could follow. To the Romans, slaves were not citizens. They were tools, living tools. But nothing was worse than the mines. Many slaves feared being sent underground more than anything else. Picture a dark tunnel, little fresh air, heavy rocks, constant dust, danger everywhere. Workers spent long hours digging valuable metals for the empire. Injuries were common, disease spread easily, and many miners never lived long enough to see freedom. Others were forced into dangerous construction projects, carrying massive stones and helping build the roads, temples, and monuments that still impress tourists today. The glory of Rome often came at an enormous human cost.
Surprisingly, not every slave remained enslaved forever. Some owners allowed trusted slaves to earn money. Over time, a few managed to buy their freedom. Others were freed as rewards for years of loyal service. These former slaves became known as freedmen. Some even built successful businesses and became wealthy. But this was the exception, not the rule. For most slaves, freedom remained only a dream. When people think about ancient Rome, they usually imagine mighty armies, grand arenas, and magnificent buildings. But behind much of that success stood millions of enslaved people. People who lost their homes, their families, and often their freedom for life. The next time you see the ruins of ancient Rome, remember this. Many of those wonders were built by people who never had a choice.